Shall we begin?
What's up, folks? It's RAVE III with another Shaolin Shuffle video. Today I've got part 4 of the main Easter egg guide, Killing the Rat King. This is a complete guide on getting through this boss battle with ease. First off, let me go over the process to complete it just to give you an overview of what is coming. After you speak to Pam in the dojo for the final time, the next time you enter the Rat King's lair, you will need to complete the boss battle to leave. Be prepared before you enter. I will go over setup right after this overview. First off, you will need to damage the Rat King enough that he retreats and jumps onto the scaffolding above. Then you will need to complete 3 challenges, one for the eyeball, one for the heart, and one for the brain. Each completed challenge is followed by another skirmish with the Rat King. If you go down in solo, Pam will revive you. The large crates around the room can be broken open with your Chi Mei and contain random perks. After you use them, these perks will regenerate over time with new ones. Once you complete all 3 challenges, you'll face the Rat King one more time, and when you damage him enough, you get the final cutscene of his glorious death. You will then unlock the achievement for the Soul Key and unlock the Katana. Now that you have an idea of what's coming, let's talk setup. For Fate and Fortune cards, I recommend having an ammo card just in case you run out of ammo on the eyeball or heart challenge. Anything that helps you stay alive can be helpful too. That includes Mana Up, Second Wind, and Perk Insured. As an alternative to Perk Insured, you can complete Skull Busters to have a permanent Perkaholic. This can be very helpful when carrying noobs through the egg. As soon as I'm finished with my Skull Busters guide, I will have a link coming up now. If you're playing solo, Pam will revive you an infinite number of times during the fight. This means you can remove Quick Revive to 1. Avoid using up one of your 3 revives, and 2. To open up another perk slot. But it also means if you go in unprepared in solo, you will have to quit if you run out of ammo. This is precisely why I find it imperative to go into this boss fight with the nunchucks, or if you've already completed the egg once, the katana, which is even more effective. These melee weapons will also make the hardest challenge, the heart challenge, easy as pie. A guide for the nunchucks will come up on screen now. For taking out the Rat King, my go-to bullet weapon is the FHR Double Packed. It kills him the fastest by far. For some other options, check out my video on the 5 fastest guns I've found to use against the Rat Bastard. Make sure everything is fully upgraded and double packed. For perks, obviously you want to go in with Tough Enough, as well as Stamina Up to move around quicker, Bang Bangs for double bullet damage, and Deadshot Dewdrops to reduce recoil and increase headshot damage. Some other good options are Up and Atoms in co-op for the strongest player, as well as Mule Kick for extra firepower. Quickies can be helpful to be quicker on the draw, as a 5th perk if you're torn. Be careful you put the right weapons as your primaries if you do opt for Mule Kick. When you're ready, enter the Rat King's lair. As soon as you can move again, lay into the Rat King with your high damage per second weapon. As with the first 3 mini-boss battles, if you let him live long enough, he will summon the deadly ninjas. These are what will take you down every time in this battle, so best to avoid them at all costs. If you do get ninjas, keep calm and run in a tight circle in the water to avoid them spawning in front of you. Fire at the Rat King whenever possible to take them out after he retreats. It will keep spawning them in otherwise, and you'll eat through all of your ammo. As soon as you've damaged him enough and he is about to retreat, you will hear a gong. This begins the challenges. To start a challenge, grab one of the body parts and then interact with the huge Rat King symbol in the center of the room. I recommend going for the heart challenge first. It is the hardest, so naturally best to get out of the way while you're fresh and your hands are not all cramped up. After each challenge is completed successfully, you will receive a max ammo. For the heart challenge, acid will pour out of all the pipes in the room. You must clear every bit of acid from the room before the time limit where more pools out onto the floor. Every time Willard laughs or comments, time is up and the acid resets itself. The timer starts as soon as you clear one pool, so be ready to rock when you kill the first zombie on the acid. Using your double-papped nunchucks, hop into the clear spots in between the pools and take out a zombie when it is inside the acid. Repeat this while simultaneously keeping off the acid yourself as much as possible as it will damage you more and more the longer you stand in it. Jump a lot. If you take 2 hits from the acid and 2 hits from a zombie, that's all she wrote. Keep in mind, when you spam the nunchucks, the purple mist it creates can act as a ring charm and regenerate your health back to 100%. The double-papped Kendall can work here as well, but I find it to be slower and less reliable. Doing this with a bullet weapon is possible, but very difficult. Be sure you use a weapon that kills them fast. The weapons on my 5 fastest for the Rat King will all work best. What works the best, though, is the katana, but obviously if you have never gotten through the egg before, this is unavailable to you. Use the swipe for zombies close by, and the elemental power that comes every 2 swipes to take out a line of them all standing on different pools of acid. This speeds up this challenge by tons, and makes it a cinch, so if you're going for the sole challenge of beating it 5 times, or trying for the trophy for beating it as Pam, definitely take advantage of the double-packed katana. When the last bit of acid is cleared from the ground, a gong will sound, a max ammo will spawn, and you will face the Rat King again. Take advantage of the time when he is spawning in and unload into him with your bullet weapon. I have found the Kendalls, nunchucks, and katana to be very ineffective against him. Save your max ammo for after you ward off the Rat King again, or have used as much ammo as possible. When the gong sounds again and he retreats, you can now select your next challenge. Next up, I recommend the eyeball step. This one requires a decent amount of ammo in your bullet weapon, so you can choose depending on your count. The eyeball step, periodically the eyeball will ping and scan the entire room. Your goal is to take out all of the pink symbols that appear as it pings. As you take them out, the Rat King will be tossing out more, so be quick about it. I find that if I manage to take out 3 in one ping, this step is completed fairly quickly. If you run out of ammo, unfortunately that is game over in this step, so make sure you have enough or have your ammo, fate, and fortune card at the ready. Any gun with a good fire rate or the Kendall can work here, just be as quick as possible. When you've cleared them all, another gong will sound and you will face the king again. The final challenge is the brain challenge, and we saved the best for last. This challenge is super easy and basically requires you to do nothing at all. When the challenge is activated, the brain will appear in the middle of the room. Randomly, certain zombies' eyes will change to blue and they will attack the brain. The Rat King will attack them and kill them. There's nothing you can do to help them, so simply run a loop around the room until they manage to destroy it. When they do, a last gong will sound and you will face the Rat King one final time. If you're having trouble with ninjas or the horde of zombies, pop on the trap near the exits to use the fan overhead and suck everything up but the boss so you can focus your fire. Once you damage him enough, the Rat King will die and the cutscene will play. Congratulations! As soon as the cutscene is over, the soul key is yours, and for the rest of the game, the katana on the wall in the dojo is free. On every game after beating the egg, it is a 10k wall buy from the get-go. But that's all there is to it for this Easter egg guide. I hope it helped. Stay tuned for lots more COD zombies coming every week. Subs and likes are appreciated. Peace!